Well, the playoffs are on the horizon at Verizon in Washington, D.C. as we welcome you to day one of the playoffs for the Toronto Maple Leafs, their 66th ever appearance in the postseason dance. Paul Hendrick alongside the voice of the Maple Leafs, Joe Bowen.
You are in postseason mode already, aren't you? The alliteration is unbelievable.
Well, the Leafs are hoping they're going to alliterate, or at least obliterate the opposition here tonight, and might not be easy given just how good this Washington team is. Some changes obviously coming on defense, and when one goes out as good as Nikita Zaitsev, well, the pressure's going to be on here tonight.
It is, but let's remember this is a young man in his first year that they're trying to replace, and they'll replace him with somebody who has played in this league at least a couple of years. And yes, Zaitsev has had a very exceptional season, I think, for playing defense and coming over here from the KHL and playing very well. But it's not like it's a Norris Trophy winner that's going out. This is an opportunity for a young man to kind of fill the void and see what happens. But, you know, all in all, Paul, they're playing with house money here. I mean, they started in Halifax in kindergarten. They moved to elementary school sometime in November. They got to high school after the open ice game or the open door game out on New Year's Day. And then they got into really university around March, and now it's PhD time. And this is all just a marvelous bit of fortune for them to have this all come in 1 year and come in this rebuild this fast.
Braden Holtby 0-1 this season against the Leafs will get the start for Washington. Frederik Andersen 1-0-1 against Washington this season in nets for Toronto here tonight. And he's a welcome addition. It could have been a lot worse given what we saw earlier this week against Pittsburgh.
No, he's the number one guy, and certainly if you're going to have any kind of success in this postseason, you have to have your number one guy playing. But Curtis McElhinney may have made the save of the decade in the game against Pittsburgh when he had to come in for Frederik Andersen. So he certainly has gotten his due and certainly played very well. But it will be great to have Andersen here. He's had a lot more experience in postseason play with Anaheim, so he will have to be the steadying influence, and maybe the first 10 minutes here will be when he's the busiest.
Well, game one tonight from the Verizon Center, 7 o'clock on CBC's Hockey Night in Canada. Joe and Jim will have the call as well on TSN 1050 Toronto. Our coverage here on Leafs TV will begin at 5:30 with Molson Canadian Leaf Nation Game Day. Joe and I will see you then.